welcome to your reading. So today's reading is going to be something a little different. I haven't seen this done before on YouTube, but I want to do a pick a card for the zodiac signs. There's going to be 3 piles, but you know, usually when you see pick a cards, it's just general readings and you just pick a pile, but I thought it'd be interesting to do it for each of the zodiac signs. So it takes a little longer to get the videos out, but it's interesting because I'm going to be selecting from all these piles, and when I'm done with each of the cards, I'll set them aside. They do not go back into these piles, so that way each pile, it has a different message, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll be pulling from the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck, the Radiant Rider-Waite, the Gilded Tarot, the Moonology, Sacred Destiny, and the Kipper. So I'll go ahead and insert a clip of the piles, the thumbnail picture, and you can pause the video, and whichever one resonates with you, you could watch 1, you could watch 2, you could watch all 3, because like I said, they're all going to have different messages. So I'm going to jump right into shuffling, and then we'll get started on each of the piles. And if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I post weekly zodiac readings, pick a card readings, and collective readings. All my readings are timeless. So if you ever want to go back and watch any of them at any time, you can. There are links to the playlist in the description box below. You can also book a personal reading with me. Links below for that. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So I'm going to be pulling 2 cards from each of these piles, and we'll just go ahead and jump right in. Like I said, once this is done, all those cards from this pile will be set aside as I move into pile 2, and the same with pile 2 into pile 3. So none of the cards will be used again unless, I say used again, they won't come out from the same deck. I'll put it that way. So let's say the star card came out from deck number 1. It can't come out from that deck again. It could come out from deck number 2 or number 3, and so on. So let's see what messages Spirit has for you. Okay, we've got 7 of Cups. Balance. This is the, my mind literally just, Temperance. My mind went blank for a second there. We've got Strength. So we've got Sagittarius and Leo energy. Knight of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. 6 of Wands. 2 6s back to back, so that number could be significant for some of you. We've got Adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. Don't let your past hold you back. South node. Fulfillment. Ooh, nice. Transformation. This is interesting because this deck, this Angel Wisdom Tarot deck actually has a transformation card. I believe it's the Tower card. And then for Kipper, we've got Main Female, card number 2. And then we've got Family Room, card number 21. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm seeing that you're going to have to make a choice about something. There's some sort of decision that's coming up for you that you're trying to weigh your options about. With that 7 of Cups energy, that talks about having a lot of things on your mind. This can also talk about like daydreaming, being up in your head. It's like when you're trying to start a business and you feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions, right? You have all these ideas and things you want to sell. I'm just using this as an example, obviously. It could be anything. Or if you're thinking about changing careers, changing jobs, do you want to go in this direction? Do you want to go in that direction? That's the 7 of Cups energy. It can be kind of overwhelming as you try to get clarity about what it is you actually want, what it is you want to do. It's like you have too many options going at the same time. And I think that's why this Balance card is coming in, which talks about really just kind of like, it's like self-control, moderation, patience is another one. Just saw 3:33 on the timer. But really it's like, you know, there's 2 cups here. So it could be you're trying to decide between 2 different things. It could be a work-life balance. It could be that you have 2 different jobs going on. It could be that you have a main job and like a side hustle. It could be that you're thinking about starting a creative project, but you're also thinking about another creative project. It could be anything really. Which is like you're trying to find that balance so you're not overwhelmed with this 7 of Cups energy. Again, with the Strength, I feel like this kind of just reinforces the Balance card. Strength is all about like really going within, finding that inner strength to continue forward. You can see on this card, she's got her hands in the lion's mouth. She actually represents feminine energy, while the lion represents masculine energy. And she's kind of taming that beast, really. It could be that you felt kind of out of control lately. Like things in your life are out of control. This is your energy, Leo. So there's this message here that, you know, you're trying to go within. You're trying to find that balance. You're trying to find the inner strength to move forward. Now, what I'm seeing here with this Knight of Pentacles, this is the slowest moving knight in the entire deck. Knight of Pentacles likes to plan things out. Knight of Pentacles likes to draw up those plans, make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, right? But it's for the best. It's like, it's an energy where you want to make sure everything is perfect. It's like knowing what you're going to get into before you even take action. So I feel like this is all kind of progressing into, like, you start out with all these ideas, you're trying to figure out, weigh your options, figure out what it is, find that balance and compromise, figure out what it is you really want by going within, and then you start to draw up those plans, okay? Then we've got the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords talks about pushing away from the shore and headed into calmer waters. This talks about, you know, leaving some sort of, it's like leaving something behind, something that wasn't working for you. Sometimes I think about this card having, like in the background, in some imagery, it's got like a dark cloud and they're leaving the shore and headed into the light. So it's almost like you're leaving something little, like a dark cloud that was hanging over you. I'm hearing you could be leaving someone else behind, somebody who was weighing you down, someone who could have been like, you know, that could be symbolism for someone who was kind of a dark cloud in your life, somebody who was holding you back. Another aspect I'm getting from this is that could be your shadow side, Leo. That could be that you were kind of holding yourself back. Maybe you were afraid. Maybe you had all these ideas and you didn't know which direction to go. But it's like you're finally taking action. You're making those plans and you're looking ahead for the long term, because this is earth energy. It's very stable and grounded and financially secure and abundant. So it's like once you have all that in place, you're ready to go. This is also a card of travel. This is talking about travel. It could be relocation. You're moving somewhere new city, state, province, country. Because it is over a body of water, you could be crossing an actual body of water. It could be like, you know, you're moving to a foreign land, foreign country. It doesn't have to be, but that can be symbolized with this card. Now with the Six of Wands, whatever it is you're moving into, you're going to be victorious. Six of Wands talks about public recognition. You can see this guy is parading through the streets on his horse. People are, you know, admiring him. He's kind of being worshipped. I just heard he's on his high horse. Not a good connotation, I guess, but you get the idea. It's like a fame and fortune card. So I feel like you're going to be recognized for whatever it is you do. Leo, like you're headed to the spotlight, right? But it's like you have to work out everything. Just the small details, right? Before you get into that energy. And I feel like this is where this adjustments are required comes in. Like there's still some fine tuning to whatever this project, whatever this idea or ideas, because you have several here. Yeah, it just feels like there's some fine tuning and adjustments you're going to have to make before you can proceed. With the don't let your past hold you back, that was exactly what I was talking about with the Six of Swords. It feels like there's like this, I hate saying darker energy, but I'll say that. I mean, something was holding you back. Something was keeping you on the shore, right? Instead of getting in this boat and pushing off and going to calmer waters. Now, like I said, this could be you. You can actually see the dark cloud on here. Wow, I didn't even notice that. But that's exactly what I was talking about. That's the energy that I was feeling. That it was really like there's something in your past. Maybe it was your shadow side that was holding you back. Could have been a person, could have been a job, could be anything, right? But yeah, that's what I was getting. Something was holding you back. Once you get past that, once you find that inner strength and push beyond that, then you're going to be really successful. So then we got fulfillment. This goes right with that Six of Wands energy. This is, I always say that this card reminds me of Seven of Pentacles, actually, because Seven of Pentacles, they're talking about, it's like a card of patience, which, you know, we've got balance here, which is temperance. But it talks about planting seeds you can harvest later on, fruits of your labor, and, you know, waiting for things to grow. Just saw 10:10 on the timer. And that's what it reminds me of. It's like you're planting seeds. Whatever this is, you're going to be planting seeds that are going to pay off. They're going to pay dividends, right? Meanwhile, you're going through a transformation. This could be like a personal tower moment for you, Leo, if I'm being honest. because that does make me think of that card that's in this deck. Matter of fact, I'm being told to get that card just to show you. Let me see if I can find it really quick. But that's what it makes me think of. It's like, if it's, you know, here it is. So it's like, you know, if you're going through like some sort of personal tower moment, it's going to be basically a life experience that where you have to make all these changes, right? Just saw 11:11 on the timer. This is a very powerful change in your life. This is going to be something that where you are breaking free from something, like I said, right? I'm saying that. You're breaking free from something that is not serving you, that's holding you back, and you're transforming into this new version of yourself, like a butterfly, from a caterpillar to a butterfly, right? Someone who's going to be very successful. Now, with the main female and family room, this could be, I'm getting a motherly figure right off the bat. Family room makes me think of like a family home. Main female makes me think of like a matriarch of the family. This could be somebody in your family that was, like I said, holding you back, somebody who had control over you. This could also just mean that this could be you. You know, if you're watching, and just take it as feminine energy, especially if you're more masculine, okay? So, you know, this could be you. This could be a new home, wherever you're headed with this Six of Swords. It just feels like, you know, some of you could be spending more time with your family. Some of you could be moving closer to family. I'm getting this energy that you're going to be transforming from, you know, somebody who had all these ideas and you weren't sure which direction to go, to actually choosing a direction. I'm hearing you're taking charge of your own life with this main female. It's giving like main character energy, right? You're taking charge of your own life, Leo. You could be maybe you're moving to a new home and you're going to be kind of DIYing stuff, like renovating, decorating. That's kind of the vibe that this card actually gives me. So yeah, those are all the messages I have for you, pile one. Hopefully something in this reading resonated. I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 2, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Hello, pile number 2. Let's go ahead and jump right into your reading. I've already put the cards aside from pile number 1. Let's see what messages come out for you. Okay, we've got the 6 of Cups. Ooh, the Sun. There's your energy. Your energy also came out in pile number 1 with the Strength card. So then we've got King of Wands, also Leo energy. Eight of Wands. Definitely a lot of fire energy in this. 8 of Pentacles, so the number 8 could be significant for some of you. The Hermit, Virgo energy. Confidence is your key to success, New Moon in Leo. Wow. Okay. Energy is definitely coming through. A new start is coming, New Moon. I like that. I love also that we have confidence is the key to your success, and the Sun, because I always think of being happy and confident when I think of the Sun card. Got pleasure. Okay. Enlightenment. Oh, that goes so well with the Hermit. Look at even like the stars and stuff in the background. Oh, okay. Okay. Then we've got Gift, card number 17. Oh my gosh, an unexpected income, card number 27. Wow, I love this pile already. Okay, let's jump right in. So, first things first, right off the bat, make sure everything is in view here. Hopefully you can see everything. Yes. Okay. So the Six of Cups energy, that talks about like a lot of like good memories, nostalgia, something from your childhood. Now this could talk about actual children. I just saw 222 on the timer, but mostly is talking about something from your past, something from your childhood, embracing your inner child. There's something definitely having to do with children here though, because Six of Cups and the Sun, you can see, it's got these two kids here, a boy and a girl, and then like on the traditional Sun card, there is this child back here. There's a the Sun card always has the child riding a horse, surrounded by sunflowers. So there's definitely something about children here. And if you're shaking your head and saying, no, it has nothing to do with my kids, I don't have kids, I don't want kids, or something along those lines, like I said, this could have something to do with you finding a spark. Again, that's what I'm hearing. You finding that kind of childhood innocence, or something that you did in your childhood that made you very happy. It's almost like you're romanticizing how things used to be for a lot of you. Now, it doesn't have to specifically be from your childhood. It could just be a moment from your past where you were really happy about something and you're kind of revisiting that in your mind. The Sun just talks about a time of like a lot of happiness, joy, success. But it's also, it makes me think of being like high vibrational, being so happy that you attract great things to you, right? So it's like having all these magical opportunities that are headed straight towards you, straight your way, and it's like everything just kind of works out perfectly. And I'm looking at this. There's this hourglass right here. And you can see it's kind of magical. It's full on the top, but it hasn't even started on the bottom. So this could be some sort of new idea, new project, something new that you're working on. Maybe if it's something you used to work on that made you happy in your childhood. Could be, writing, could be painting, playing an instrument, singing, something like that. It could be anything really, right? And King of Wands energy is talking about someone who's very like assertive, kind of dominant, but also very creative. Like it's this boss CEO kind of energy. Other than like the Emperor, the King of Wands always gives me that energy. Somebody who knows what they want and they're not afraid to go after it, which takes me right into the Eight of Wands. It's like, full steam ahead, going for it. And, this talks about just really, it can also talk about having a lot going on at one time, but it really talks about just things moving very, very quickly. This can also talk about travel. So some of you could be traveling. It's not for everyone, but it can also indicate some sort of messages coming in. So if some of you are waiting to hear back about something, you're going to be getting a response about that. But I love how these are angled straight into the Eight of Pentacles. You can see this guy is hard at work. Eight of Pentacles talks about just having a really, being really skilled and talented at whatever it is you do. Really taking the time you can see he's working by candlelight. It's starting to get dark out. Like he's been working long hours, right? To get whatever this is done. He wants to make sure he's already got these other pentacles up top. And he's finally working on the Eighth Pentacle. So he's been toiling away, right? But he wants to make sure whatever this is, his idea, his grand vision, he's seen it through. Now with the Hermit card here, this talks about kind of finding some sort of spiritual enlightenment, like going within, figuring out what it is you want, figuring out what it is that's going to make you happy, and then going for it. I always point out he's actually got the star in his lantern, okay? And the star talks about hope and healing and having faith. It's like wishing upon a star, right? And that's what the Hermit always reminds me of. It's like using that as kind of guidance while you go within, while you kind of retreat and have all that sort of spiritual enlightenment, that self-discovery, and figure out what it is you really want to do. Now, with this, confidence is the key to your success. I almost feel like some of you are second guessing whether you can make this work, whether the hard work is actually going to pay off. I feel like this could be where the Hermit's kind of coming in, where you're like, will it actually work out for me? This is kind of like a hope, wish, dream. Is it going to be fulfilled the way I see it in my mind, right? And it's saying confidence is the key to your success. You're typically confident, Leo. I mean, Leos are, you tend to be like center of attention. You know, you kind of just radiate this natural warmth because, you know, you're represented by the sun in astrology. So, I feel like you just need to go within, use that, you know, take that Hermit energy, go within, find your inner confidence, and radiate that confidence to, you know, be really successful at what it is you're wanting to do. It's like, you could just be holding yourself back because you're afraid it's not gonna pan out the way you had hoped. But you do have a new start coming. I do feel like this is what we're talking about here with this, whatever this new idea is that you want to get going on. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be something that's very exciting. It's just gonna happen very quickly once you get started on it, but it's gonna bring you a lot of pleasure. Okay, so you could see this path right here, and it's leading to this doorway, but there is a lot of, let me see if there's a lot of like, I'm seeing like flowers and stuff. There's the moon and stuff in the background. Again, it makes me think of, you know, this Enlightenment card has the stars and stuff on it. The Hermit has the stars in the background. You could be spending a lot of time at night, is what I'm hearing, thinking about this, mulling this over, maybe even meditating about it, about where this path is going to lead you. But see how bright it is? It's like once you walk through this archway, this door, this opening, it's like you've got to follow this path. It looks like you're kind of coming out of darkness and you're going towards this light. Kind of like a light at the end of the tunnel. And again, this enlightenment, it just feels, it goes so well with the Hermit card. I just can't believe it. Yeah, it just feels like you're really going within and trying to figure out what it is you want out of life. I'm looking at this boat on this. I don't know if you can see it yet. I'm looking at this boat, and to me it just feels like you might feel adrift. That's the word that's coming to mind. That's not something I usually say, but it just feels like you feel like you're just kind of adrift in an ocean. You don't know where you're going. You do have the stars as guidance. It's almost like I can feel you looking up at the stars and wishing that something would change, and it's like you're asking the universe for help and guidance. Like this boat, just, you know, in the middle of nowhere, adrift, just wandering aimlessly. What, you know, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to be doing next? I need guidance. That's what I'm seeing with this. So, yeah. And then we've got gift and unexpected income. So somebody could be, you know, gifting you something that could get you started on this path. Definitely could be money. Somebody could want to invest if this is a business. Yeah, I feel like those are pretty straightforward. Some sort of financial gain, something to get you started. It could be like, let's say, something as simple as you started an Etsy shop. You've been wanting to do that. You're wanting to, I don't know, sell something that you used to make. Like, let's say you painted when you were a kid, and now you're getting back into painting, but you want to sell those paintings on Etsy, okay? And maybe one of your relatives or friends or current coworkers or something, they were like, well, what's your Etsy shop? Let me check it out. And then unexpectedly, they decide to buy one of your paintings, and they decide they're going to gift it. Oh, I know somebody I can gift this to. You know, Christmas is right around the corner, or maybe they have a birthday, something like that. Well, there's your unexpected income. You weren't expecting them to buy something from you, but they're kind of getting your shop off to a good start. Something like that's, it could be 1,000 different things, but that's just what's coming to mind, Leo. So, you know, you've got some good stuff here. I really like this pile. I like the vibe from it. I feel like, again, like I said, it's really high energy with that sun here. I feel like once you really decide what it is you want to do and move forward, things are going to happen so quickly. But it is going to take a lot of hard work with this Eight of Pentacles here. You just need to go within, find your inner confidence, and just go for it. All right? So those are all the messages I have for you, pile number 2. Like I said, you can choose a different pile because they're all going to be different. But if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Hello, pile number 3. Let's jump right into your reading. I've already put all of pile 2's cards to the side, so those will not be coming out again. So let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you. We've got King of Cups. It is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We've got 3 of Pentacles. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Ace of Pentacles. Oof, 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Ace of Cups, 2 aces. What? I also love how there's a lot of like water and earth. So far that's all just water and earth energy. That's really cool. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Okay. It's time to release negativity. Full Moon in Scorpio. It's also being connected to this King of Cups energy, so there could be some connection with that. Flexibility. Going forward. Interesting. House, card number 20. And expectation, 28. Okay. Make sure all these cards are in view. I think you can see them all. Okay. Wow. I've got several messages. So, let's start out with, right off the bat, I'm seeing, I keep wanting to talk about a love message that's coming through. Now, no, stick with me because I know not everybody wants the love messages. I'm one of those people. I don't really like love messages. I'm more about the career and finances personally when I watch tarot readings. So there's definitely career and finances with all this Pentacles. So, however, I am seeing the King of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups here. And something about this, be bold, make the first move. So what I'm getting from this is you could have like some sort of water-earth combination person. Could be the big 3, Sun, Moon, Rising, could be a Venus, could even be a Mars. Heavy Scorpio and Taurus energy, okay? This person is coming through as very like trustworthy, dependable, reliable, emotionally stable. That's that King of Cups energy. Someone that you can really trust. Someone you could give your heart to. But I feel like they want to give their heart to you, this Ace of Cups, okay? They want to offer you something that's stable. Again, with the Ace of Pentacles, this is definitely a new beginning, both in like love and romance, and like something that's emotionally fulfilling, but also a commitment that would be very long-term and stable, because we also have the Hierophant here to me, the Hierophant is about like long-term stability, long-term contracts. It's also like it's kind of like a God card for me, because it's like, it's right up there with the High Priestess in terms of spirituality. And it's like it's like two, like, I hate saying, like, I mean, soulmates. Let's just say it, soulmates. Two highly spiritual people, their souls coming together. Might as well say soulmates, right? That's the vibe I'm getting from it. Now, I get the feeling that for some of you, this be bold and make the first move could come into play here, where the two of you might be, I'm not going to say playing cat and mouse, okay? I'm not going to say that. It could be that you kind of both know already that you have feelings for each other. However, neither of you is making the first move. So this could be actually you offering your cup of love to this person. Again, it's just water, earth energy. It doesn't have to be. That's just what they're embodying. They do not have to be water or earth signs. They could just have it in their chart somewhere. So that is the first message that's coming through. I also feeling like with it's time to release negativity with this full moon in Scorpio, it feels like maybe there's something from your past that's kind of holding you back from wanting to be in a relationship. Maybe if you're a commitment, maybe you were burnt in the past. Who hasn't been, right? Cheated on, lied to, betrayed in some way, dumped, you know, ghosted. The list goes on, right? And that fear is kind of holding you back. That's what I'm getting from this. It's just some sort of like shadow work that needs to be healed. Needs to be taken care of. And then once you release this negativity, then you can move forward and make that first move towards this person. Okay. Interesting. We've also got the going forward card. And this could be too with the flexibility. This could just be maybe when I get this card, I think about obviously being flexible, but I think about like you don't know what's going to happen next. You can see there's this archway, it's a path. When I think of tigers, I think of danger. I mean, they're pretty, but danger could be lurking around the corner. You're not sure. It's like you want to kind of like plan everything out almost, is what I'm hearing. But you can't, it's telling you you need to be flexible. Like there's two paths is what it's showing. There is bright sunshine, your energy, Leo, at the end. It's going to be a long journey, is what it feels like. But, you know, you can't plan everything out, right? So it's just saying be flexible. So that is that love message that's coming through that I first saw. Now, if you're not here for love, here is the next message. Next message is that you are going to be in some sort of situation where it just feels right to you. It feels emotionally like secure, emotionally safe, I guess I could say. Sounds kind of weird to say that, but you know, King of Cups is very stable. He's sitting in the water. You can actually see the waters are actually, it's the ocean and it's calm. He's like just chilling. He's like, me, you know, I got this. Nothing's phasing him. With the Three of Pentacles here, this is somebody who is doing what they love to do. You can see she's carving away at this sculpture, and she's a sculptor, that's what I should say. But she's doing what she loves, basically. Now, in the traditional Three of Pentacles, there are two other people watching the person work. So it's like people admire you for what you do. You have some sort of skill, talent, or ability that stands out above the crowd and makes you different from everybody else. It's like you work well in a team. You have an excellent reputation for what it is you do. And people can learn a lot from you, is what I'm getting. Now, you could be having some sort of new opportunity that's really stable with this Ace of Pentacles coming in. But I'm seeing Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Not only is it stable and long-lasting, but it's something that is, again, emotionally fulfilling you. Like with that King of Cups. energy. It's going to be something that, you know, is something you've wanted to do, or something you've been looking forward to. Maybe some sort of job you've been trying to get for a while, or some sort of career field that you've been trying to break into, right? I'm seeing you sign a contract with the Hierophant here. Some sort of paperwork. Now this isn't justice card, but it still is giving me kind of like legal documents or some sort of long-term binding contract. This could be like you signing on with a new employer. This could be you signing paperwork on a lease for your business, or maybe even getting some sort of new bank loan, business loan, something like that, where it's going to lead into a very successful time for you, because we've got the Ten of Pentacles here. This is like ultimate abundance. This is also a family card, so it's like making sure that your home and family are taken care of for generations to come. It's generational wealth. It's like your kids, grandkids, great-grandkids will never have to worry about money again. So whatever this is, Leo, it's going to be extremely prosperous, extremely long-lasting, stable. I see you being so emotionally fulfilled. But I feel like with this be bold, make the first move, you're going to have to take that first step towards whatever this is. If you want to see this play out, you're going to have to take action. Don't hold yourself back with that. It's time to release negativity. Again, you're going to end up going forward on this path that's going to lead to a very bright future, is what I'm hearing. Look how bright that is. And lots of happiness, but you're going to have to be flexible about it. And this flexibility card also makes me think of, like I said, you could have everything kind of planned out, but then things don't turn out the way you thought they would. You might have had a scenario imagined in your mind. Okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then things aren't playing out exactly how you thought or imagined. And they're playing out a little differently, but really, in the long term, it's better for you. Just saw 1111 on the timer. Now, some of you could be moving with this house card. Some of you could be renovating a house. Some of you could think about buying a new house. It could be as simple as you're moving from one apartment to another, right? And then with the expectation here, I feel like this feels like you're waiting on something. You see, she's just sitting here looking out the window, like waiting patiently. I don't know if you're waiting to hear back about something. It could be like a bank loan. If you're waiting to hear about maybe joining with someone in a business partnership. If you're, this could also be with that love. You're waiting to hear back. You know, maybe you sent somebody a text message, or you made a phone call with this Ace of Cups, and you're waiting to see how they respond. Are they going to accept your love offer, right? But for the most part, if it's not love, I'm seeing you just, you're waiting for something. It could be like you expect something to happen. Again, with that flexibility, you expect something to happen, and you're waiting to see if it's going to play out the way you thought it would. But I feel like you just got this, whatever this new opportunity is, it's going to make you very happy and wealthy. It's just, I would let go of any sort of like control issues around this, is what I'm hearing. Because, you know, there might be, I'm not seeing detours. It's more of like just different ways to go about achieving this that you hadn't thought of. Let's put it that way. All right. So, I feel like your expectations are to a certain degree, but, you know, Spirit's saying be flexible about this, because Spirit has something else in mind for you. It doesn't mean you can't still be in the same career field, or do the same job, or have that person that you really want. It just means there's some different ways to go about getting these things. And I feel like the universe is working on that for you. But, yeah, so I see you just really just kind of sitting around waiting, being patient, and hoping for the best. and I think it's going to turn out really well. So, those are all the messages I have for you, pile number 3. Hopefully something in this reading resonated. Like I said at the beginning, all the piles have been different. So if you skip straight to this pile without watching piles 1 and 2, you can always go back and watch those because they were different from this one. So, but if not, if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.